Assalamu alaikum, brothers. Whoa. Inshallah, this is going to stay on the thing. Okay. It's good to see you all. It's good to be part of the family now. I really feel like that. In the past 4 weeks, I've come into Islam by the will of Allah, by the grace of God. I've found Islam. It's been the most fantastic experience of my life, having come from a quite disjointed and painful system, and now I'm here, and I feel utterly blessed that having found it, and I feel great and blessed to be with the brothers right now. I don't know how much I can really add to what Brother Musa said, and Salim, right? Yeah. Because they're very articulate fellows. But I guess I should touch. I'm very new Revert. 21st of July is when I took Shahada. And I've been in Itikaf for the whole duration, and I've been learning. The whole principle of me being here is to understand Itikaf and why it is that we come to do the Itikaf, and why it is that we are Muslims, and just the mindset and understand Islam. And I feel that I've really gotten to grips with it. So I wrote a little something, and I'd like to explain to you what it is that I've come to understand about Itikaf, as well as the 5 daily prayers, and attending the masjid and being so dedicated as all Muslims are. Well, the Itikaf experience for me so far has helped me increase in my fear and love of Allah, Supreme, the Merciful, the Beneficent. Absolutely has increased my fear and love from reading His book, which undoubtedly throughout my whole life I've been missing. And I think among events like this, it's probably quite easy for a person to forget why it is that we're here and why it is we're brought forth onto the planet and what our duties and responsibilities are. So throughout the year, we forget about Allah gradually. We start to think more about ourselves. There's 2 things wrong with that, and number one, it would be the shaitan whispering in our ear, telling us to forget. Come away from Allah, come away from the fear and love of Allah. And I have a part of the Quran that actually I'd like to read to you. I've been reading through the English translation, which kind of reinforces that statement. Not that one. Shaitan has overcome them and made them forget the remembrance of God. Those are the party of Satan, unquestionably the party of Satan. They will be the losers. And therefore, I think it's of utmost importance to do things like this and keep the name of Allah and Allah in our hearts and in our minds at all times. The second thing that I think is wrong with thinking about ourselves too much and forgetting about Allah. We start to desire of the world. We start to have wants and desires and needs and crave for material things. And search for things that we haven't got. And by doing this, we discover that this is proof that perhaps we have forgotten God. Because it said in the Quran that those who spend in the way of God, and that's including thoughts of remembrance, will be provided for. And anything they spend in the way of Allah will be given back to them. So if we were doing this, we wouldn't have any desires, we wouldn't have any needs, and we wouldn't have any requirements, because God provides. I have another quote, if you wouldn't mind for me to read. Your wealth and your children are but a trial, and God has with them a great reward. So fear God as much as you are able, and listen and obey, and spend in the way of God. It is better for yourselves, and whoever is protected from the stinginess of his soul, it is those who will be the successful. If you loan God a goodly loan, He will multiply it for you and forgive you. And God is the most appreciative and forbearing. So, Itikaf for me has been a journey through understanding that. With all moments throughout every day, there should at least be 5 times in a day that I should remember Allah, and I should do it with absolute dedication. Outside of that, as often as possible. And that's what I've learned, and from this experience with the brothers, it's been an amazing experience, and hopefully they would have and I'm sure they will have felt so passionately about it as I have, because truly Allah is the way and the righteousness, and it is a salvation for us all, truly, Muslims. I'd just like to say thank you for the opportunity to speak, and God bless you all, and I'll see you all around, no doubt.